year too. You carry your team, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, Jalen Hurts got hurt in week
Josh
3.
Allen, Josh Allen
Josh,
too, same thing. You
yeah,
know, when you carry your team, you're gonna get hurt. But what I
Yeah,
do
those other
know is,
guys, those other guys came back and carried the team to,
yeah.
deep
Well,
playoff runs.
I was
well,
gonna say yeah. I was gonna say yeah because Mahomes got hurt in the second round of the playoffs with a
well,
high
you
ankle
forgetting
sprain.
Chad Henne came in and held it down for a whole game though. Lamar had fucking Tyler Huntley come in and suck eggs, man.
Well,
Lamar never came
well,
back, bro.
And y'all are never taking into account that it wasn't just Lamar that got hurt. The whole offense got hurt last year. Every running back on their roster had some type of injury and missed the season. So it's like we got to keep perspective. He didn't have a number one receiver, and the number one receiver missed a lot of time last year too, Rashad Bateman. So the Ravens are
well,
going to be a fully healthy team with an elite defense. I got him winning.
Yeah.
okay.
You just
All
talking
right,
about people that miss time. I don't understand that because didn't Lamar miss like all the time? So what? How's that even relevant?
No,
Yeah,
but you're forgetting
Yeah.
the whole offense was hurt before the season even started.
Well, I mean, I think that Lamar was having issues specifically, which he sat out, and I agree with his decision to sit out. But to say they're going to dog walk, that division is one of the best in
no,
the
they're not.
NFL.
Yeah, they're
So
Bro,
not
look up
dog.
that
it's going
man's
to be
record,
competitive.
man.
Nobody's
Look
dog
up that
walking
man's
it.
record, man. Look up that man's record. Though. He's only behind one quarterback in the NFL right now for regular season record, and that's
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes. Y'all gonna stop throwing this disrespect
All
to
right.
Lamar Jackson, man.
All right.
Y'all gonna
Oh,
stop doing that.
oh, all right.
He's
His
a
agent.
winner.
I didn't
So-
know
He's a
you were his
winner.
mama, his agent.
I'm his uncle. Should have been his daddy.
Should have been whoa.
So according
I'm his
to,
uncle should have been his daddy. That's a little wild. We don't need to break that down. That was a wild.
Okay,
story.
according to
defending this boy.
Baltimore Ravens, let's
He's cutting
see,
me a check.
what's this
So,
called?
so he's telling me that they're gonna smoke Cincinnati too, right?
Fuck no. No
Bro,
way.
they
No,
dog walking
no.
them boys, bro. What do you
No,
mean,
way.
bro?
no,
That wasn't
That
happening
defense is
before he got hurt.
suspect.
not
Bro, they
even
lost their
close.
best defensive player, bro. What are you saying?
That wasn't even
They
happening
lost
when he
their
got
best
hurt.
player on defense.
Yeah, we're talking about
Their
the
best
division.
player was SC?
Who's going to
Oh
win the
my God.
division? And like Cincinnati is a better team than they were
Who's-
when he went down
Who's
initially.
gonna play? Who's gonna play corner?
For Cincinnati?
Who's gonna play linebacker? Who's gonna play safety? Because they ain't got one.
Okay. Well,
So right
Well,
now,
I mean,
pro football.
I will say this: in today's NFL, you can have a mediocre defense and still win. Look,
Not in playoffs.
look at KC.
yeah, I agree with that.
KC had a
Yeah.
top defense when it came to the playoffs. In the regular season, yes, their defense was bad, but once they came
Yeah.
towards playoff time, that defense was top in the NFL. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no team in the NFL in the playoffs that has a bad defense. It's just not happening.
hasn't Cincinnati's defense been performing towards the end of the year anyways? Like, I mean, I don't think the like characterization that they have a trash defense is like even necessarily accurate. You know what I'm saying? So
I think what I see with Cincinnati is I see a team that spent a lot of money on that offense, and they ain't break that bag on defense, and we're going to see it this year. They ain't break that bread on defense. We're going to see it this year because now you have all the other teams in that division. They didn't got that offense right. Steelers' offense was trash last year. Ravens' offense was decent last year. Now those offenses are going to be top 15 in the league. You got a problem, bro. The Bengals going to have some problems this year. I'll be surprised if they don't go above. They're going to be a little bit above 500. I'll say it like that.
What?
A little bit above 500. Calling it right now. And Joe
Okay.
Burrow's dealing with a calf injury at the beginning of the season. Calling it now.
You got the lights off because you smoking that good then, right?
No, I'm about to go smoke that good right now. Actually,
That good.
so you think the Bengals going to do something with that defense?
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Yeah, I
my.
do.
Why
Yeah,
do
I
you think
do.
that?
First of all, those three wide receivers right there, and Joe Mixon, and the quarterback right there.
They
I'm
can't
not
tackle
gonna lie.
nobody.
I'm not gonna lie to. Well, I mean, like I said, KC's defense during the season sucks too. but Patrick Mahomes and those boys just keep outscoring everybody.
Yeah.
But we all know Joe Burrow ain't Patrick Mahomes now.
Well, he beat Patrick Mahomes 4 out of 3 times.
And
How
he's
many
like the
rings he
second
got?
guy. We've been having these sports conversations, Deuce, and a lot of people put Joe Burrow over Josh Allen, and it's not even close in a lot of
Brother,
people's
you know I
minds.
said
I
Lamar
don't-
Jackson is the most comparable talent to Patrick Mahomes in the league. What Lamar
Who?
Jackson
Yeah.
does very well with his legs is comparable to what Patrick Mahomes can do with his arm.
Okay.
And the thing is Joe Burrow.
You're stretching right now. You're stretching.
Yeah.
You're not even like
one got an
because
MVP,
we've had the conversation of
MVP,
quarterback ratings, bro. Okay, so say right now that Lamar Jackson is the second best quarterback in the league because you haven't said that in the past. But if that's your stance now, say that.
I said that, bro. I literally said that before.
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Pull the videos
I just said it recently.
All good.
I just said that shit recently, brother.
Yeah, I know you got something you want to read, brother. So I mean, we don't got to keep going back.
Well, basically, this is gonna be his first year with a new offensive coordinator, but it seems like he's going more to his college type offense that he ran at Louisville.
Louisville.
You seen what he did at Louisville.
Well, and his stats have regressed every year, I believe, since he started. Just to be clear.
Since his passing numbers have gone up, his rushing
since his
numbers
MVP.
have gone down.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying, since his MVP, his stats have went down every year. Yeah.
I agree with Deuce. I think they're gonna win it all this year.
Okay.
But
he said dog walk the division. I'm not trying to even crash on Lamar Jackson. I'm just saying how you're talking about the rest of the division. You sound crazy, Deuce. Like, so it's not even that Lamar Jackson isn't going to be in the mix. I believe he will, but like you're talking like Joe Burrow's trash, and you know what I mean. Like they don't have.
Bro, I'm just saying he's the second best quarterback.
Huh? What was that? Second best quarterback.
He's just the second best quarterback in that division. He's not
trash.
Oh, in the division. Like oh my God. Okay, now you're saying in the division, bro. Okay.
Well, he is. Yeah, he is in the division. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we all agree with that.
Yeah.
He said.
I will say this too. I like to see.
But if that's the case, if he's the best in his division, then he's better than Joe Burrow. That puts him 2.
You just said he's second in his division. You are fucking serious.
Best in his division, bro.
Okay.
Best in his division.
Big old brother.
You talking about the AFC?
Fuck would I say he's second best? That don't make no sense.
I mean, I will also say, watch out for Deshaun Watson on 2 years. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I honestly would love to say that, but I'll say this: I have to see some. I have to watch him a little bit. I won't take one preseason drive and completely shit on him. I'll give him some grace with that, but I gotta see some more, man. I just haven't been impressed, and I got high hopes.
What did he do in preseason? I mean, I don't even look at preseason, but
no, I'm saying like he just looked decent. He didn't look great, and I'm like, it's just For where I hold him in regards to quarterbacks, like he has top 5 quarterback talent for me. So I'm like, dog, for you not to be playing well and getting paid that money really kind of jerks the fuck out of me.
Well, like you said, it's preseason though. Let's just put that in perspective.
But fucking last year, he was abysmal, brother.
Yeah, he wasn't great last year, but he was coming off of a crazy year.
Exactly. You already had that crazy shit going on, and I'm defending his football play too. I'm already defending you off the field, motherfucker.
Peyton Manning used to lose every preseason game every single year, and then they did well every year as well.
Yeah, that's why the performance. I'm like, how much is he just going through the motions? Preseason, just trying to get the feel back.
Well, I mean, preseason football is they
terrible.
They don't even try. Yeah.
You got to think, man. He was off for 2 or 3 years of football. That preseason game for him is a lot different than the preseason game for
that's Peyton Manning
or Patrick Mahomes. Like, I need to see you do something, motherfucker. Like, you haven't looked the same since you came back, bro.
I don't know about that. I agree with that point, but I'm just saying, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Yeah, it doesn't mean that he's treating it differently, though. I see how you're saying you would like to see that, but really, he also may be treating it once again like he's going through the motions.
He's over here.
He really needs to prove himself. He has to prove himself when the season comes. He has the job. Everybody's waiting to see what he's going to do when the actual season starts. And I think
go ahead. I pulled up the stats really quick. Lamar Jackson. Let's see, 18 as a rookie. Passing yard. That was terrible. And he played 16 games. He must have started all 16. But anyway, he had 1,201 yards.
You forget they tried him when he was a rookie, man.
Yeah.
His second year, he had 3,100 yards, 2,700 yards, 2,800 yards, 2,200 yards. That's 22. And then rushing yards, 695 his rookie year, 1,206 his sophomore year, 1,005 year 3, 767 and 764 his last 2 years.
Yeah,
but obviously those last 2 years he didn't play every game.
Yeah,
so he probably would have had 1,000, somewhere close to 1,000 yards, not 1,000.
Bro, I mean, if he's giving you like 3,000 yards with 1,000 yards rushing every year, That is so dynamic, man. Like for a defensive coordinator to be able to game plan that, that's fucking
Didn't they pick up Odell Beckham?
And now he's gonna run the spread, and he's got Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and OBJ with Mark Andrews running the seam.
Yeah, so they're gonna spread
People
that
gonna
thing
be
out.
Fucked up.
It's gonna allow him to be able to get into the seams, into the cracks, and run that thing even more because they're gonna spread the offense out. In the article that they only went to 3 wide receivers 12% of the time he's been in that offense.
Well, I mean, listen, Lamar has never had no offensive talent. The only talent he's had was that tight end. so
Yeah.
Lamar has.
I like Gus Edwards.
Yeah.
I'm not big on Gus.
I'm big on Gus Edwards, man. He beat up my boy Danny for the job at Miami when he was there. But Gus,
and the Big O, you know what I'm saying? He a U fan too, baby.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So you probably, I don't know if you follow recruiting like that, but my boy Danny Dillard went to Miami. But I'll say this: I get your point with that, but my only pushback would be Lamar has had a great line around him for a while.
Oh yeah, a real good line, and a great kicker.
Yes, the best kicker in football.
Yeah.
He's set up for a Super Bowl. I'll be real. That's a Super Bowl team, man. If they don't win it this year,
I think they're going to a Super Bowl as well. That's my Super Bowl pick. My Super Bowl.
This is the first year the Ravens can actually get some real criticism if they don't make the Super Bowl.
I agree.
That's your Super Bowl pick?
That's my
Super
Bowl.
That's one of them.
So
that's my top team this year for the Super Bowl is the Ravens.
So
highly unlikely with a new coordinator, in my opinion, but it'll be interesting to see.
We kind of talked about already. We talked about the Bengals, but we're gonna move on to the Bengals and what y'all got for the Bengals.
Well, listen, I'm highly impressed with Joe Burrows. I mean, Joe Burrows he's something else. I mean, he went into KC and beat the man twice. So I mean,
to beat the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah. And I tell you right now, if it wasn't for that pushing it back on Patrick Mahomes to kick that field goal, they might have lost again.
I didn't see that
Joe
game.
Joe Burrow.
You didn't see that the playoff game, Cincinnati and KC.
Joe Burrow is what.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the play, but honestly, I don't remember it.
Yeah, he got Mahomes rolled out, was scrambling. He had that high ankle sprain, and the linebacker pushed him in the back.
Yeah, I do remember now.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember.
Feel about that comparison?
What?
Joe Burrow's play style reminds me of Eli Manning in the playoffs.
What?
You got to remember Eli Manning in the playoffs, man. When he
just
Joe Burrow
twice.
Playoff Eli Manning.
Manning reminds me
of the other Eli. Okay.
You mean that he's overachieved with like what he has, or is that what you're saying?
No. Well, yeah. Well, okay. You know, he got Jamar Chase over there. I ain't gonna shit on the boy and say he overachieved, but with the line that he had to make it to the Super Bowl, yeah, bro. I mean, that was crazy. And then the way he elevates his play, because I'll shit on Eli Manning all day, but what I will say is the way he was able to elevate his play in those playoff runs reminds me a lot of Joe Burrow, man.
Yeah, it was unexpected. I will say.
Yeah,
the Bengals.
I would say that. That second year,
Yeah, when they went to the Super Bowl,
expected that.
And even when they beat out the Bengals, that's why, when we have those conversations on the podcast, a lot of times people will place, more times than not, will place Joe Burrow at this point above Josh Allen, which I think says a lot. When 2 years ago, when we were having these conversations and Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes were dueling, at least in the media, like ESPN and things like that, the conversation was who was better between those two. So now that Josh Allen has really been completely usurped by Joe Burrow, and it speaks a lot to what he's been able to do. Where he's been able to
though.
I don't agree with that. But
Joe
Burrow's trophy case is empty except for a offensive rookie of the year. You know,
we're talking about how he overachieved he took his team to the further in the playoffs than people were expecting. So honestly, we can't say Lamar's ever did that.
Well, I'm saying though, Joe Burrow's talent, yes, is probably better than Josh Allen, but what Josh Allen is definitely probably.
You're talking about Lamar.
Shown.
I think both of them are better than Lamar.
No, Lamar's better than both of them. But what I'm saying is with Joe Burrow.
Well, damn, Joe Burrow won the AFC.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He went to the.
He won the Super Bowl. He went to the AFC.
Yeah. And how far has Josh Allen even gotten? I don't even think he's gotten to the AFC Championship game.
He has.
I'll give him a pass because he lost to Patrick Mahomes every time. Every time he loses the pass. I'm not going to shit on you for losing to the guy who probably will go down as the best quarterback.
Hold on, but you are shitting on. I mean, I'm not going to say you're shitting on, but you are putting Josh Allen and knocking him heavily for that. And for some reason, you're putting Lamar over him.
I'm not. I'm putting Josh Allen behind Lamar Jackson because I know Lamar Jackson as a quarterback is better.
Yeah, I'll take Lamar Jackson.
And it's going to show this year when he has actual talent around him and a true number one receiver.
I'm interested in seeing. I'm interested in 5 weeks. We do this podcast again.
Oh yeah, you can do it. I'm down. I'm down. I think Joe Burrow's the number 4. You know what I'm saying? And I mean 5 for me right now. There's a few guys that could be there, but Lamar, Patrick Mahomes, my 2 guys. Everyone else kind of falls in line behind that. You know, Joe Burrow is knocking on that door. I'm not gonna act like Joe Burrow ain't kicking that door in soon. He is. He's gonna kick that bitch right down. But
yeah.
So the Ravens open up with the Texans. The Bengals, Colts, Browns, Steelers.
Pull that up.
It's a nice little schedule. So that means the back half of their schedule gonna be nasty. They're gonna have some tough games.
The back end, Dolphins, Niners, Jaguars, Steelers, Chargers, Bengals, Browns. Yeah,
they fucked up, boy. They fucked up.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Their fucking schedule difficulty is probably like, hey, golly, what are they doing? Yeah. Fucking, I bet shit. I better get some good odds on that shit, boy. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you saying they're going? Let me see. Well, Texans, Bengals, Colts, Browns, Steelers, Titans, Lions. Damn, Cardinals. See, they got a hard schedule. The Ravens got a hard schedule.
Yeah,
they got no off days there.
Well, I mean, one just right off the bat, the division they're in is going to be so tough.
Yeah,
they got the toughest division in football. I think it's going to be.
I mean, I think AFC East could have an argument there.
NFC can make some noise this year.
I think who else? But are we about to move on past the Bengals?
Yeah, well, I was just bringing up this because y'all was talking about the schedule. I was bringing this up right quick.
Before we move on past the Bengals,
yeah, we can move on.
Well, no. I want to see what you're pulling up right now. Just before that's why I'm saying before we move past the Bengals, could I just read
the Ravens schedule?
It's the Ravens schedule y'all was just talking about, but I'll bring up the Bengals schedule.
Well, can I just while you're doing that, can I pull up the Bengals defense real quick?
Yeah.
You want me to bring, or you can bring it up?
I have it up already, actually.
All right.
So we got, and I'm not going to use the screen or anything like that. So you're good to do whatever you're doing. Sam Hubbard is left D end. You got DJ Reader, BJ Hill, and Trey Hendrickson. So that's the line. That's not bad, bro. That's really not bad.
I like their defensive ends are nasty.
And then you got Logan Wilson, which you could say that's a little bit of a liability. Jermaine Pratt, linebacker, they re-signed him. He did all right for him last year. I mean, they made moves last year. And you got Mike Hilton. That's a nice nickel corner. You got Chidobe Awuzie, decent corner. I mean, corner is the weak spot. Cam Taylor as well. And you got Nick Scott and Dax Hill. So secondary definitely what I'd say, but I mean, linebacker really wasn't that bad. And
no, secondary is probably the weak spot. But you don't have a lot of time with them ends, man. Henderson's a nasty motherfucker.
I know Nick Scott's been around for a while. Daxton Hill I think they drafted him. I think
he's nice.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I think
he's a decent safety.
Where's he from? I think Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. He went to Michigan.
Okay. So yeah,
So I pulled up.
I'm not mad at the defense. Go ahead. My bad. I was just running through that real quick.
I mean, they got a nasty schedule too, though. They got the Browns, they got Baltimore, they got LA, they got Tennessee. That first four is dirty.
This the Bengals.
First four is dirty, boy. Golly.
Well, the thing is, you have to think about this.
The problem is, on the fourth game, Tennessee's going to run it down their throat.
Can I be honest though? I think this actually plays in their advantage because you get the Cleveland at Cleveland early, so hopefully they're not firing on all cylinders yet. Baltimore, new coordinator, so you're getting one of those games out of the way early. So it's probably better to play that. They're going to be better later in the season, both those teams. Definitely.
I agree.
I think
that is good to have them up front. You know what I'm saying?
In the LA Rams, that's a winnable game, and that's at home, so you don't have to travel across country for that one. Tennessee, definitely winnable. Arizona, that should be a game that everybody should be able to count as a W this year. So I don't think it's terrible. Yeah, Seattle competitive.
That's gonna be competitive.
San Fran, Buffalo, Houston.
That's
their schedule's tough.
At San Fran, so going across country, and then then playing Buffalo. That's tough, and that's an out of division game. So
they got
some tough games. They got some tough games, man.
I mean, Texans. You know what I mean?
Especially for their play style, they got some tough games. They play a lot of teams that
the Texans and Arizona's the only gimme so far.
Well, here, can we? I don't know. I mean, I feel like we can go down this list real quick. We can come up with
Texans. I think the Texans are a gimme too.
Jacksonville and Indianapolis are gimmies.
I think I wouldn't say gimmies. Yeah, but they should be favored in those games.
You think Jacksonville's a gimme?
I agree. But
I wouldn't say a gimme.
Playoff team last year though. Yeah. On the up. That's the team that's on the up too.
But they're favorited, in my opinion, in probably at least 10 of these games, just going off top.
No, I agree, but they're gonna be tough games.
Oh, definitely.
I don't know what's up with San Francisco.
But once again, man, you can't get away from playing tough games when you have probably 4 teams in one division that could potentially be a playoff team.
Correct. Yeah.
So you just can't get away from it. You already got 6 games right there locked in off top with potential playoff competition.
That's
and then you throw in San Francisco. Like they're out. I will say this: their out of conference opponents are ridiculous. San Francisco, Buffalo. Sheesh. Why'd you have to do that, man? Golly, you're already playing Steelers and.
The NFL did that. They don't got a damn.
You're right. Yeah, I'm just saying. I guess
NFL
it gets even out with the Colts. I guess
they'll probably finish second in the division. I think personally.
That's where I got my. This is my lineup for the division. The Ravens #1. Bengals 2, Browns 3, and I got Pittsburgh.
Oh, you put my boys down on the bottom, huh?
I need to hear where you put them.
I mean, I hate to go against them, but I'm gonna talk about it here in a second. So who we got next? We got the Cleveland Browns.
Browns.
See
the Browns next.
Are you pulling up the team? Are you pulling up anything? Or we just talking about them.
Yeah, I'm about to.
I mean, Cleveland. It all depends on Deshaun Watson. That's point blank.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, that's. I don't think there's really nothing to discuss. If Watson goes, they'll go. If he doesn't, they're gonna.
But they got rid of Hunt too, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, but I will say, like some of those other teams, like specifically the Ravens and the Bengals, they're so crazy talented that I do think they're a cut above the Browns. Even if Deshaun Watson does his thing, I think they probably land in a wild card best case scenario. I think the division race is mainly between the Ravens and the Bengals, just because he has Amari Cooper. That's his #1 out there, I believe, as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. He has, but at the same time, he had his best season with Brandon Cooks as his best weapon. So
he does Elijah Mitchell now too, though, over there from the Jets.
Oh, he does.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So he's over there now too. I mean, he's got some weapons.
Nick Chubb.
He's got Njoku too.
Well, he's got Chubb. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that tight end's fucking literally ran a 4.4 at the combine. He's like 6'5". So if you can't get that dude the ball, I don't know what to tell you.
No, I feel that. Well, and you got Darnell Washington in Pittsburgh. Just randomly made me think about him. I mean, kind of off the subject. But
well, he's like bigger than him. That's the crazy part. This dude's bigger than Darnell Washington. That's why I'm like, and he's faster. He's like huge. David Njoku is huge. He's like a top. He's got top 5 in time.
Oh, you said Njoku. I thought you said somebody else. I didn't know they drafted.
No, not Njoku.
Well, Myles Garrett on that defensive end. I mean,
it's great.
The Browns got a nice defense.
Denzel Ward.
The Browns got a nice defense.
Yeah. So I agree. They go as Deshaun goes at the end of the day.
Could you imagine them competing with the other guys? Could you imagine them competing with Cincinnati or Baltimore?
Oh, they'll have some good games, but I think Baltimore and Cincinnati will pull them out if they're in a close shootout or anything like that. They might win one of them, but I don't.
I don't like that. I push back on that. I think if it's close, I think Deshaun pulls them out if it's close, except for against maybe Lamar.
He's clutch.
You know what I'm saying?
He is super clutch. I like him, but this ain't the
Joe Burrow. I'm not gonna say Joe Burrow ain't clutch either, but Lamar's like that though. You know, he's like that.
Defense is
kind of. With their double rushing attack, now they got this guy, Demetric Felton. Is he supposed to replace Kareem Hunt?
Well, they had that other running back that they had last year, number 30. That was nice. You know what I'm saying? So they got running backs. They're not worried about Kareem Hunt.
I'm just saying because that was a big part of their offense. Definitely before Deshaun got there anyway.
Yeah, the running game. Yeah, the running game was big for them.
Yeah, the defense on Cleveland. I have it here. It's pretty good. I mean, I'd say the interior defensive line is a little questionable. You got Myles Garrett and you got Zadarius Smith on both ends, and then you have Dalvin Tomlinson inside, and you have Jordan Elliott. So I don't know how great I feel about that. And then you got Jeremiah Owusu as the will linebacker, Anthony Walker Jr. as the Mike, and Sano Takataki as a Sam, and then you got Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome as the corners. Grant Delpit, strong safety.
Not for nothing. Every time I think of Cleveland, I just think of Johnny Manziel. Ever since I saw that documentary
on
Netflix.
Oh man, I gotta watch that.
Yeah. Did you know he made that whole story up that his father was a tycoon millionaire? You remember he was getting all that money. He was getting all that money for signing autographs, and the NCAA suspended him for a game. So he blamed his parents for being rich. That's why he always had money. But that was a story that was made up. Yeah, it's a good documentary.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
I wonder if he's gonna end up like Michael Orr. Not getting no money from this documentary.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But the defense, as far as the Browns go, it looks pretty solid. Secondary looks good. Linebacking core generally looks good. I just say interior defensive line. I don't know. It's tough to imagine them competing with specifically. I like the Bengals' stability so far. I mean, coming in with pretty much the same core organization that you've had over the past 3 years. I think there's a lot to that, and I worry about Lamar coming back off injury, and also
but he's super
learning
healthy.
a new offensive system. What was that?
Because at the end of last year, there's like, oh, he could play. You know, people saying he could play. I don't know if he could really play.
I'm worried about him being paid too. To be honest, we can get into that. Like
about him getting paid.
Yeah, his pocket. Those pockets get a little heavy. Motherfuckers, stop forgetting to wake up and work out, and you know what I'm saying. Throw the ball in the offseason, get in the playbook. They got other things to do. So
I think you're right about that defense for the Browns, man.
Yeah,
I just think if it's a close game, Deshaun Watson can pull a game out. You know, you've seen him do it in college, you've seen him do it in the NFL. That's what he was known for. That's what got him paid.
For sure, clutch. Definitely.
You know,
agree with that. Yeah, he can definitely pull a game out. There's no pushback on that. I just think that
I trust Joe Burrow too, though.
Oh, what? Oh my God, do I trust Joe?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's hard because I trust Joe Burrow. I trust Lamar Jackson to do it too. So,
yeah, I mean, it's great. That's why it's a great division.
I mean, they got three great quarterbacks in that division, really, and the only one that's slacking. It's those Steelers. You know what I mean?
His old whopper hands.
Listen. Listen. I'm a Steeler fan, but I'm a realistic Steeler fan. The thing about Pittsburgh, it's Tomlin. So I rely on Tomlin. Tomlin forces that team in the last 2 years. Well, yeah, the last 2 years to be fine. Well, that 1 year when Ben was throwing 3-yard outs, and they won 13 games. So I mean,
I would see people like defending that shit too. People would be like, "Oh, he's still playing great." It's like, bro, what?
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't playing.
He couldn't
great.
throw the ball 40 yards down the field.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and don't you feel like you're kind of just in the same? Like, kind of seems like you're going to be in the same position. No disrespect, Big O, but it looks like it's going to be the same thing. You'll be hoping for Mike Tomlin to pull out a just over 500 record, hopefully, out of nowhere. But it's like,
I mean, listen. Yeah. Our defense is good, and it depends on T.J. Watt. When T.J. Watt plays, he's
great.
He's
right in the hammer.
Yeah. Right now.
But y'all heard I don't know what you have on your. I remember last year doing fantasy football. Your wide receiver.
Pickett.
Yeah, killing me. He was killing me. You know, and then you had a rookie quarterback too, so it all came together.
TJ Watt sets that whole defense. Like, when he's playing, and like he's in the game, like, they TJ Watt for him, and they can't stop. And Highsmith on the other side too is nasty. Yeah, but it's like they can't. Yeah. And then what's his name? Hayward on the inside.
Mika Fitzpatrick, he's also the man. So
he held your whole back end down.
Yeah, he's the one that won us that first Cincinnati game last year with blocking field goals,
whole back end,
pick six.
He does it all. But see, that's the thing. Like, you got some great players in your defense, but you got some weak spots, but they don't really show because the great players make up for it. You know what I mean? On offense, I don't know if you necessarily have a great player, but you have very talented receivers. So it's like it's really just on fucking your quarterback to make it happen. You know,
the wide receiver, ain't his name Pickett also?
Pickett, yeah.
No, he's very talented. He's super talented.
Supposed to be the stuff also, and then but then y'all had a quarterback carousel last year too, going between Pickett and
Mitch Trubisky.
And so.
And how do you feel about Pickett, man? How do you feel about Pickett? Do you think he's going to be that guy? I mean, I just didn't see anything that wowed me. He showed me he could be like a Jared Goff, but he didn't show me like he could be anything like above that. You know, like.
You know what? You made a real good point. He's like a Jared Goff, and you see what Jared Goff's doing in Detroit. You put a good team around him, and he'll be all right. So Pickett all depends on who he's playing with. I don't see him. He ain't no Joe Burrow. He ain't no Lamar. So he can't carry the team. He's not going to carry the team because he just don't have it. I mean,
you think he has enough to be like Ben Roethlisberger and
no, hell no,
bring you to a Super Bowl?
I think he could do like a Drew Brees type thing where he dices people up. You know,
Big Ben, no, hell no.
Like he could do he can't do the Big Ben thing. He can't be a deep
Big Ben going to Hall of Fame shit.
No, he's not a deep ball guy. He's more of a intermediate short guy.
Yeah.
Dice you up, have a nice run game, a good tight end.
I don't mean like his play style. I mean like just give you a similar amount of output, which Big O already answered. I didn't think he could, but
I just think Big Ben was also just so damn big.
So what's up with your offensive line? Because right here it says Pickett threw only 7 touchdowns in 13 games, but had 18 big time throws, which was 16th in the league despite fewer games than other passers. So he
got sacked a lot last year.
7. So to me that sounds like, you know what I'm saying, some on the offensive line. Maybe he's not getting any protection, or
maybe he's holding on to the ball too long.
Well, he was also holding on to the ball too long, just like my man said. Huh? Ben was also 6'6". What, 240? when you 6'6", 240, and you got tackles that you shaking off.
Yeah. Well, he ain't got the Polk County Ponce twins down there. Polk County.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Your boys down there.
Well, they had a good line for a while, man. It's just those guys got old.
They did.
You know?
They had a good line for a long time.
You can't really do anything about that, but I think Pickett, man, he can do something, but he's got to have a good team around him. You got a great running back too. Najee Harris is a great back, so I would just lean on him.
So do you think
that's another thing? Can't stay healthy.
Tomlin, I put it all on Tomlin. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like Tomlin can get the most. He can get the of all the coaches in the league.
Oh yeah, he can get the most out of his
him
players.
and Belichick. I mean, I just off the top of my head, can get the most out of any player that he's going to be able to get out of him. And there may be some more coaches. Don't get me wrong, but
you know who else? You know who else? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll can too.
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll. Yeah.
You know, he's gonna make lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about. You mean? I mean, Andy Reid. I would say more than anything.
Andy Reid too. Yeah.
But no, man, I don't know, man. That's interesting. The Steelers are going to be interesting because they can be good.
Let's bring up the Steelers schedule. Let's see what they got going on.
Where do you think they finish at?
I think they finish ahead of Cleveland.
Okay.
Because Cleveland's always going to be Cleveland to me. I mean,
that's fair.
Cleveland's always going to be Cleveland to me. Yeah. I mean, Cleveland had Baker Mayfield. That's that was their last good year, right? Baker Mayfield, right?
Yeah. They made the playoffs, I believe. Wild card.
Yeah, but they took that job from Tyrod Taylor.
Well, Tyrod Taylor just got bad luck. I mean,
I know.
He lost his job from homeboy from San Diego because he punctured his lung.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah.
Gotta be
What's the Steelers schedule?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
Schedule
is it brutal too?
Probably. I think it'd probably be light. One of those schedules have to be light in the division.
I mean, you got to play all the killers that we already named. And then...
Damn, they open up with the Niners, huh?
Yeah, Niners drop 40 on you.
They open up with the Niners.
And they got
Niners run for 300 fucking rushing yards.
Then Nick Chubb goes off for 200 by himself. 3 touchdowns.
Hey, but then you get Las Vegas, brother. And then you're back
thank God Josh Jacobs decided to take the year off, boy.
At Las Vegas.
You got 2 possibles right here.
And it's good. You got 2 ats with trash teams.
I think we're gonna beat Cleveland. Second game of the year too. I think we're gonna beat Cleveland.
Like once again, it'll be interesting when we do this podcast. I'm thinking you guys definitely lose to Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah, most likely. I think the Cleveland's going to be all right this year, and I think Deshaun Watson, give him a grace year after being persecuted in the media and public eye, for maybe for good reason. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think definitely he's an MVP level quarterback. You guys do definitely not have that, not even close. Yeah, Pickett, man. I think he's a real liability. I just don't think the rest of the team's going to be able to uplift him. Even the sample size that we did have, I think he had like 7 touchdowns or maybe his 9 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. It was pretty much dog shit. So he might be able to turn that around. To be honest, he might.
Tomlin, baby.
I have faith in Tomlin too. I think that's why they were above 500 with him in the fucking backfield. They probably wish Tomlin could coach down a little bit. But yeah, he's too good.
They got Cleveland on Sunday night then, huh? Monday night. Oh, okay.
Monday night, yeah. So I mean, Deshaun's gonna be feeling like that's prime time. He's gonna have to stomp a mud hole in your guys' ass there. But it will be, in Pittsburgh. I do think that's a positive. I put a lot of credence in that, especially San Fran. Even like if y'all were going to San Fran, Jesus,
No.
At least you got the Texans and Las Vegas back to back.
And they're both away games.
And
so
then
you go to Baltimore.
Yeah. So that gives you like games that you guys need in Pittsburgh to be in Pittsburgh.
The NFL helping you.
Well, I will say the Baltimore game, we win one, they win one. That's every year. We can beat dog. It's like
that might not happen this year.
It's like the Cowboys and
the Reds.
That might
not. That's probably not happening.
Yeah, I don't think that happens this year, brother. I don't think you can just count on that one. I mean, Lamar's going to come back.
Both those games, and they're going to.
I think it's like the Cowboys and the Redskins. See, it don't matter.
I hear it. Yeah, and you could be right. And I definitely trust your insight on this. Being a diehard Steelers fan, you've watched it, but
just lost games. But most of the teams in our division.
Yeah, by week 5, I wish that Las Vegas game. I wish that was Baltimore. Just get that ass whipping out the way, and maybe have a little bit of a chance. But Baltimore by week 5, man, they're humming. That's going to be an issue. Humming a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, I can see them struggling, and you're probably right as far as I know how those division rivals go.
Jacksonville, Green Bay,
I mean, that's a light schedule. That's a light schedule. That's not bad.
Yeah, it loosens up at the end.
They play Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, they got a loose schedule. Their schedule's straight.
You guys kind of have like the schedule to get really hot right before the playoffs and maybe do something.
Yeah, you got a schedule where you can make a playoff run.
Bro, look at this right here. Arizona, New England, Indianapolis. Those could all be wins. That could be a 3-game winning streak.
Los Angeles,
Now in between this 3-game winning streak, you do probably lose by 30 to Cincinnati twice. But you know what I'm saying? But you definitely got 3 games there that's winnable. Green Bay, another game you could win. Tennessee, definitely think you could win. Jacksonville, for sure. I think you could win there. Probably won't, but you could win. Los Angeles Rams, there's a shot there. Yeah, I mean, they can make some noise.
You know what? This honestly, this kind of set up for y'all to at least go 5. Well, I guess you can't go 500 anymore. What you go 9? Can you go 9 and 8?
Just win one more than you lost.
I think they can win.
You can win one more than you lost.
I think they could win 11 games. I think they should win 11 games with this.
That's crazy.
Ooh, 11?
That's insane.
But they won't.
Okay. I'm glad you said that.
1.
But they won't.
But they should.
3.
There's no way they should win 11 games, brother.
Well, look,
they open up with San Fran, so maybe we can catch San Fran with Purdy.
Jacksonville.
Okay.
I see 8 or 9.
Tennessee, they should beat Green Bay. They should beat Cleveland at least once. Go down, Kent. They should definitely beat Indianapolis. You guys will have a tough game with New England because Belichick's a motherfucker. You're definitely getting your ass torched in Cincinnati. Seattle, you can win. And that Baltimore game, you're probably losing again, too. But, yeah, I can see you guys
Baltimore game also it may
Baltimore,
depend on
it might not need nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say.
Nice.
They may not, you know.
But since they're playing you, they might play you guys just to say fuck you.
They might.
Yeah,
they might because that rival right there, they don't like us. We don't like them.
Yeah, I you know what? Honestly, I think in this division though, it's so good that if you do get 3rd place, you are possibly in line for a wild card. I think so.
Yes,
something to watch. Yeah, something to watch. I'd be happy to see the Steelers be back in the playoffs. They're such a huge brand in the NFL. It's good when they're good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
100. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, they only Big Baby. They only missed playoffs 1 year. They were there the previous year.
Well, I mean, but it's looking real bleak for you right now. You know what I mean? You lost hold of the division. They're going crazy. They're dancing on Big Ben's corpse. They basically send him into podcasting. He's sitting somewhere with us talking about the same shit.
Hey, I done moved y'all up, baby. I moved y'all up. Yeah, y'all might
put them back down.
Y'all up to 3.
Put them back down, brother.
No,
I think that is an interesting thing to watch.
Man, the schedule is beautiful for them.
Yeah. I think that'll be an interesting thing to watch.
Big Ben got his own podcast. I didn't know Big Ben had a podcast.
Big Ben does, yes, sir. He has a.
Everybody got a podcast now, almost.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah,
he's had Tomlin on it and stuff like that. He's had a couple of episodes I've watched.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Good stuff. He's pretty open about it behind football. behind the scenes of football. But yeah, brother, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, honestly, I would love to see you guys make it though. And if, as a Miami Dolphins fan, if we played you in the first round, I would be so excited and elated. So hopefully, I'm rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, you a Dolphin fan, huh? Okay.
Miami Dolphins, baby. You see the green, man.
I hope Tua don't get his brain.
Okay, don't hope anything about Tua, man. Don't worry about Tua. Right? That's our problem.
I tell you what. Yeah. Y'all want to go to a fun stadium? The Miami Dolphins. Oh my God.
Dude, sure, just down there, wasn't you?
Have you ever been to a Miami Hurricanes game?
Yeah. But
I went to the Miami Hurricanes game versus Notre Dame like 3 or 4 years ago, whatever, where they beat us they killed us by 40 points, right? We didn't score a fucking touchdown.
Yeah,
I was right on the sideline of the Notre Dame stadium. I mean the Miami stadium, right on the sideline. Cause my brother fucked up both his legs in a football game, and so they put us on the sideline or whatever. That stadium was so loud, the fucking ground was shaking. I remember looking in the Notre Dame player's eyes. I've never seen motherfuckers so shook in my life. I was like, oh, these motherfuckers. And then before the game even started, I'm like, yeah, they're getting their ass kicked. I'm like, they're getting blown out. They looked scared. That stadium was shaking, bro. You thought it was an earthquake outside. I was like,
they made you right, man. Good for them.
Yeah, no, that's a fun stadium because I went to a Dolphin game. Actually, I'm going to one this year too when they play the Jets on Sunday night. But they got a club in there. Club Live is in there.
Oh wow.
And I saw none of in the stadium, man. Yeah. Club Live is in. I saw none of the game.
You were in the club?
I saw the club is literally in the stadium. Yeah,
none of the game.
I didn't see. I saw the opening kickoff, and after that, I don't even know who I was.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. They literally, I'm telling you, they got a club in the stadium, and you think that you're actually at the Club Live.
Yeah.
Because the women in there are dressed to T at a football game.
Now, can you go in there and not and let's say the game is sold out? Can you still get into that portion of it?
No, you got to get into the stadium to get in Club Live because Club Live, where it sits on the end zone, where the Hard Rock restaurant is. And there's stairs. Yeah, there's stairs that go up right into the club. Yeah, and they shut, but it's almost like you're in a box, in the box seats, so you can see out of the stadium through the glass and see the game. But then you got the club probably 20 yards back.
That is
it is the wildest shit that I was like, God. I said I didn't see none of the game. When the game was over, I was like, damn. Yeah.
You say you got season tickets? Oh, you got to Pittsburgh,
Tampa. I got season tickets to Tampa.
To the Bucs?
Yeah. To the Bucs. Yeah, I'm a season ticket on. Yep.
After the game, did they make you clear out the club, or you get to just stay in the club for the rest of the night?
No, you can stay there.
Okay, all right. Well, that's interesting. No, yeah, we may have to make that happen. Come on, baby.
Yeah. That when they play the Jets,
they play the Jets December 17th. It's a Sunday night game.
I have to make that trip.
Yeah, let me know.
For real.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Club Live in the fucking stadium.
Club Live in the stadium.
You didn't know that, Deuce? You just went. You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that, dog.
It is the wildest shit that you get bottle service. You get bottle service, all kind of shit. You like, I'm actually at it because it's so zoned out and cut off that all you hear is music. You know how the fans are going crazy? You don't hear that shit until you open the door. Then you hear the crowd.
That's crazy.
Bang, bang, boogie.
Yeah.
To be more careful, boy, I tell you.
but that's how they do in Miami, though. So
yeah, that's dope. That's dope for real. We might have to check that out, cuz. You know what I'm saying?
It's a trip.
So you are where you are. I ain't gonna tell where you at on camera, but you are where you are, and you got tickets. Oh well, you can tell the people where you went to school at down here.
Okay. Oh, I went to UCF.
You played up there.
Yeah. Yep.
So, you ever go back and be like, hey, what's up, fellas? You know what I'm saying?
I haven't been back. Shit, I'm 56. I ain't been back to UCF. I played UCF in the 80s when they were D1 AA.
Football?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I went to, but if you go to UCF campus now, it's like a city.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. UCF is like, after Brandon
you
Marshall.
Building that. You were building the bricks of it.
Yeah. I was on the ground. I was on the grass. But now they got that new turf, field turf. Yeah. And they got an indoor practice field because you know Brandon Marshall went there too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Brandon Marshall went there.
Put a few people in the league.
Cole Pepper. Dante Culpepper.
Yeah, Dante went.
Yep.
Damn, I didn't know he went there.
That.
Yeah.
I went to that campus too. I've been
Blake
on that
Bortles.
Campus. It's super nice.
Blake Bortles. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Big O, don't try to act like Blake Bortles didn't go there.
Where's
Blake?
Blake boy, I forgot all about. Is he even in the league still?
Jeff Driscoll was supposed to go there, but then he grew, and then
I don't even know if Blake Bortles in the league. I don't even know.
Oh hell no, he's not in the league. No, definitely not.
He just made a shit ton of money.
Yeah, he did from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
He
played for the Steelers before he went out, right?
Yeah.
Backup?
Yeah, backup. Yeah, backed up Ben.
Hell yeah.
Blake Bortles.
Yeah, 2021 was the last time he was on the team. The Saints.
Was it?
Yeah.
Saints? Okay.
Yeah.
How many years he played? Was it or
2014 to 2021, so 7 years.
Ain't too bad.
Yeah,
7 years. 7 years in the NFL is a good time.
Yeah.
Well, for a quarterback, that's kind of shitty. You can make
true.
I mean,
very true.
Yes, but
very true.
I didn't know he played that long. I thought they're like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, very, very true, dudes. For a quarterback,
The McGowan twins, they played like 15 years and fucking racked up like $300 million apiece. It was backups.
Did they really? Damn.
No, they made crazy money as backups.
His second year, he threw 35.
They were all about like mentoring players and shit like
35?
that.
35? Over 4,000 yards.
Did they do anything? Nah.
Who, Blake Bortles?
Yeah.
Really?
Dang good.
Yeah.
His problem was turnovers.
Yeah, he threw 18 picks. So I mean, there's that. But
playing from behind. See, those numbers be jacked up when they playing from behind, like Jameis Winston. Those 30 picks. you playing from behind, so yeah, you're gonna get a crap ton of yards because you playing from behind.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't play. But the thing is, like, so he had the next year he has 23 touchdowns to 16 picks, 21 touchdowns to 13 picks. I mean, it's not like terrible to be honest.
Yeah.
It's pretty mid. It's pretty mid.
It is pretty mid, but I mean, like, not to have the job.
Paying him?
All right. He wasn't getting paid shit at the end.
So what's y'all final word on the AFC North? I don't want to hold Mr. Big O too long, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The final words. So I got mine is Cincy, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Okay. I got Baltimore, Cincy, Pittsburgh, Cleveland.
Hold up real quick. You said Baltimore, Cincy, Pittsburgh, then Cleveland?
Yeah. I changed around once we got once we looked at the schedule.
I think Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland is interesting. There's definitely a story there. I think within this division, they might have the most compelling story because I do think that Cincinnati Bengals and the Ravens, in my opinion, there is a interchangeable kind of debate there. But if we're going off what's happened the last few years, I think the Bengals number one, Ravens right underneath that. And then it gets a little interesting. Big O's made an interesting argument here today for his Steelers. I'm going to say the Browns, though. I think they're going to be improved. I think Deshaun Watson's going to take a big step forward. I imagine him being showing a bigger improvement from what we saw last year, because just returning to what we've already seen him be would be a huge improvement, where Kenny Pickett, I'm not as confident. We haven't seen him ever be much better than what he is now, and it has to do with just him having a young career. But that's where I hesitate. is is he gonna be able to deliver? I don't know. So I would go the Browns over them, and then the Steelers coming in last place in the division. But I think a really competitive division, and I think it's going to be interesting watching those Browns and Steelers games. I think that's going to mean a lot.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, the Browns and the Steelers will come down to, the last couple of weeks, who win this and who win that, who actually possibly get that wild card.
Well, and Big O made an interesting point earlier, where when you see them playing the Ravens last, it is completely plausible that might be a game that can really, 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 really matter to the Steelers. And we saw this happen last year, where teams ended up kind of like walking into the playoffs because they were playing teams that just weren't invested in that last game. So, and we see that pretty consistent.
Yeah, that's the damn Jets. If the Jets would have beat y'all, we would have went to the playoffs.
I'm gonna go.
It could have happened. So yeah,
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go ahead and say Ravens, Browns, Cincy, Steelers.
Wow,
Browns, huh?
Okay. Browns.
I'm just feeling like, man, if Deshaun Watson turns into,
it goes back to the old Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, man, I just think he's a problem.
Oh, he is. He's a problem.
Joe Burrow likes to take games into that fourth quarter, and that's not what you want to do with Deshaun Watson. You know what I mean? Like, you want to beat him by 14.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
He's clutch. He makes big plays. He
makes crazy fucking plays. Man.
Crazy plays for sure. That's fair.
I mean, dude, like they're swinging him around.
Yeah.
He's doing a period. Chucks it down the field. Touching the big touchdown. It's like what the? It's like watching Johnny Manziel in college.
It's because he get those good massages.
Oh yeah, he's loose as hell.
Yeah, brother, let him get some massages. Jesus, the man can't perform without his massages.
He was stiff as shit this past year.
It's like watching a baby deer out there without those massages, man.
Yeah, I mean, he could just get married or just not whip his thing leg out when they don't want him to. There you go. Never mind. We don't got to reprosecute. We don't got to reprosecute him here.
Oh, bro,
Big O, I got a question. How your Bucks season ticket holders living where you live at? How do you come down a lot?
Check it out. So when I called when, because I live up in New England in Connecticut, I called when that Brady was going to sign, and so I went to the Buck website, and their season tickets were cheap as shit. I was like, damn, why are they so cheap? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy 2 club seats. And a week later, he signed. So basically, I hit lotto. But then I couldn't use them because COVID came. And that's the year the Bucks won during that COVID season. But what they did was they basically reimbursed me and gave me my season tickets for another year. So I bought them. I repurchased them again. And that first Thursday night game when the Bucks won the Super Bowl when they played Dallas, I sold those tickets for $5,000 to a Cowboy fan. Because as you know, Cowboy fans every year when the season opens, they're gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Every year.
Every year. Paper champs. So,
Big O, you just turned this into like a fight. You just gave us a little bit of game just now. I felt it was an investment story at the very beginning.
It was. It was an investment. That's why I still got them. But now that Brady's gone, and
a little tougher. Going for a little bit lower.
He's like,
price is a little lower.
Yeah, I mean, put it this way: the last 2 years I made my money, so I don't think I'm not gonna make it this year.
Yeah. Hey man, just first thing you hit people up with, just know it's the Bake Show. Let them know. I know it's a big show, baby. Got to sell it.
You're saying this is the best.
I have to talk to you about some of them tickets one of these games. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Let me know. I got club seats, so when it get hot, you just walk inside.
Hell yeah. We got a fool on the line. Let's go, Big O. We'll reel them in together. I'm just playing, but always be closing.
What do you think the Bucks do this year?
Horrible.
Yeah, trash.
Horrible. Hold up. But you know what? That division sucks.
I'm glad you said that.
Thank you. So we're gonna be number one.
No, y'all still are trash though.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You know what? We ain't even on the NFC South, but we about to bring up my Bucks really quick.
Who is it? Bucks, Carolina,
Saints take that division this year.
Oh yeah.
Saints and,
Carr. Yeah.
Yep. Derek Carr.
Yeah.
I think Michael Thomas. We might get him back in full action. Hopefully.
What you mean we? What you doing? We?
I'm just saying we as people in general. I love to watch Michael Thomas play. It's been a real shame that we've like barely seen him play for 2 years.
Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl, baby. Oh, that's a playoff schedule. Playoff schedule. Bucks? Yeah. Let me pull this schedule up for y'all. You know what I'm saying?
He said he's calling the playoffs right now.
He said playoffs.
I mean, he is right. The division is terrible, so they really might
playoffs.
Yeah. Could you imagine
to win a game?
Could you imagine Bryce Young taking the Carolina Panthers as a rookie to the playoffs?
Wow,
that'd be wild.
I'm surprised, bro. That could see with his fucking line.
Minnesota, that's a W. We got to get our old boy back.
Hey, y'all probably actually lose to Chicago. I'll be honest.
We're gonna beat Chicago. Oh
I
yeah.
I don't know. If they play Chicago at 1 o'clock in that heat, they might win.
That's fair. I think
they just like Miami does those teams that come down.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true, especially early in the season for sure.
You remember that Buffalo game, right?
Oh man, I was on Twitter screaming on fucking pussies from Buffalo, talking about it was hot outside, unfair. And meanwhile, we go there at the end of the year, it's a blizzard, and we almost beat their ass without Tua. Whatever, when you guys speak on it. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
We 2-2 to start the season. That's all I gotta say.
You're what?
2-2 to start the season at least.
2-2. So you definitely dropped it to the Vikings 100%. Go into Minnesota, you lose.
You dropping the Eagles. You gonna beat the Eagles?
The Vikings. Who said we're gonna lose to the Vikings?
I am. You're 1-3, honestly. To start out the season. Hopefully you're 1-3. You're hoping for a 1-3. You might be 0-4.
Thanks. And we're gonna beat Minnesota at least.
Oh, 0-4. I hope for financial reasons y'all 3-1.
And I hope for that too. Really, I hope
going into the bye because I'm going to make some money off that Detroit game.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I like you, Big O. This has been a lot of fun. I hope that's the case too. But just for content purposes,
why you hope the Bucks lose, cuz?
Keep it real with the fans out there. Yeah, y'all are probably 0-4. Truthfully, in my opinion, I think
you
y'all
hate
actually
the
lose
Bucks,
all 4
Why you hate the Bucks?
It's not that hate
y'all
the
play
Bucks.
Buffalo? Y'all play Buffalo too?
Oh, what's the first 4 games?
They're getting smoked by Buffalo.
Oh
my God, at Buffalo. Y'all aren't even ready for that.
What's the first 4 games?
Are bad.
First 4 games was Chicago,
right there,
New Orleans. Okay, so Minnesota, Chicago, Philadelphia, New Orleans. So Philadelphia and New Orleans, I think they most likely lose. And Minnesota.
Why do you think New Orleans so good?
I think New Orleans. One, it's at New Orleans. That's a hard place to play. They go crazy. The Superdome is famously hard to play at, and also I think honestly they have a good year this year. I'm expecting them to win your division. So yeah, Derek Carr.
Chicago, you're probably gonna lose.
Best quarterback in your division coming in this year.
Minnesota will probably lose the first game of the season.
Minnesota what?
They could, yeah.
The first game of the season, so you could probably get that one.
Yeah, we 2-2 to start the season.
Yeah, definitely excited to see that.
No, you're not. You're like 1-3 in the start the season.
Yeah, we 2-2 to start the season.
Baker Mayfield is your quarterback with
we're gonna start out the season
coming up behind you.
You're 1-3.
Baker is about the ball. Deuce,
Baker has never balled.
Deuce? Hell no. No. We talked about Baker the other day. You was all on Baker jock when we were talking about Baker.
You can't support somebody without somebody saying that you were fucking riding his dick later on.
Who was it? Baker and who we was comparing?
I don't remember. I don't remember if I was part of that conversation.
Who?
I don't know. Talking about their college careers though. Baker and someone it was Paul.
That's completely different.
Look, man. Anyway, Baker coming to ball, baby.
Yeah.
Baker and Johnny Manziel.
I wasn't Johnny.
2 peas in a pod right there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Man, I can't remember. But anyway.
Assholes.
So Right there, we're 4-2 to start the season.
Possibly. Bro, let's be real. 1-3. 1-3. 1-3.
I mean, you have a hard time with Chicago.
Philadelphia, I get it. Okay. These three are all winnable.
Okay. Anything winnable. Any given Sunday, baby. Come on. That can happen.
Philly? Yeah, Philly going to tear us out the frame.
No,
but these three are winnable, in my opinion.
You got two really winnable games, and you have one where you could win, you're probably going to lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, 3 possible wins.
I'm actually upset to see. I'm upset to see that you're playing Philly in the night game. So you're gonna waste my night, basically. I'm gonna be watching 2 quarters of football. Then I'm gonna have to like go to bed or like I guess hop on a live or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could see you winning the first game, but I definitely probably see you losing the next 3.
I sold those tickets too.
That's a good move.
Sell
early, brother. Sell early.
Yeah, I already sold them.
Yeah, any chance you get.
Atlanta, Buffalo. I mean, we ain't gonna even talk about that.
You can win. Atlanta,
Buffalo's gonna smack you, brother. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
You're at Buffalo too.
That's terrible.
But it's still kind of early in the season.
Falcons and the Lions. You got some good games.
Buffalo gonna smack us. We got it. So now we're gonna win these 2. Well, we'll probably lose one of these and win one.
No. You're gonna win both those, so you'll be 500.
I mean, honestly, easily could lose them because probably won't. Baker probably won't even be your quarterback anymore at this point. He gets benched.
And you guys gonna beat Detroit?
I mean, I think that I think they could. I don't think you count those as wins though, Ken. Those are competitive games. You guys suck.
I said 1, Duke said 2. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to count any of these as like just automatic wins for the Bucks. You guys are going to be underdogs in like all of them.
So we 3-3. Now we 3-4. Now we're 4-4. That's a toss-up game right there. We 4-4 going into week 10. But we're gonna get one of them.
Oh my God! Okay. At San Francisco, they beat you by 40 points.
You're not beating Tennessee. You're not beating San
5-5, and then we're gonna beat them 6-5, 7-5, 8-5.
No, you be 4-6. You be
8-5.
No. What do you? Oh my God! You be 4-6, bro. What are you talking about?
10-5, 10-7.
Y'all might tank. I'll be honest. This point, you guys might be in tank mode.
You heard it here first. The Bucks going 10-7.
All right.
Yeah, you might tank and get that USC quarterback.
Straight
That's
up.
a whole lot of cap, bro.
Because right now you're making people watching you think. They're thinking, is this guy crazy? Can I trust what the fuck he says? He's talking about the Bucks are going to the playoffs. He looks crazy. Like, obviously, they're going to get their ass kicked in most of those games.
Hey, 10-7, Cole. That's all I got to say, Cole. Don't be mad at me. My team gonna go to, you know what I'm saying?
That'll be awesome. That would be awesome. And I hope Big O makes a ton of money.
Nah, not for sure.
You're going to go like 8-8, dude.
I mean, I might make money from the other fans.
Yeah. Hey. Well, I mean, and Kyler, look, maybe that's something that at some point becomes a thing. Maybe Kyler moves.
Yeah, Bruce.
Kyler Murray move where? He's too short. He's gonna go play baseball. Actually,
him and his tank top can come down to Tampa Bay.
No, we don't need him. I don't want him. Obviously, he don't even study.
Yeah, he's the best one for you. Either one of y'all study coming into this AFC North. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, they had Kyler Murray. They might actually do something.
No, we don't need Kyler. I don't want him. I'll take the quarterback out of USC or whoever Big O was talking about.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, super good. And
that kid from USC. Yeah.
Well, and Derek May. There's 2 quarterbacks. Either one of them I'd be happy with. So yeah, I think we might underrate teams' interest in, tanking.
Hey, we might tank, but I think we're going to 10-7. Cause y'all heard it here first, people. 10-7.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is on the comeback. He's setting up his Hall of Fame career, starting with the Bucks.
Yeah.
He never had a real quarterback.
If that happened, that'd be amazing.
Huh?
They said he threw 30 interceptions.
You know who I feel bad? I feel bad for the Bucks head coach because he about to lose another job. That's gonna suck.
That's unfortunate.
I don't even know who is the head coach.
A lot of people are gonna lose their job. Yeah. Don't even worry about it. It's not gonna be important for you.
Todd Bowles.
Still Bowles.
Quarterback.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, Pavo's coming out the ball. He got the defense right.
Bro, he got hired to get fired. That's the sad part.
I know.
Right.
That was literally the sad part.
Was trash.
Did Brian Leftwich leave? Byron Leftwich?
Yeah, he got fired. They fired him.
Yeah, chose them to go to the fucking playoffs. Don't even know who the hell is on the team.
Hey man, look, I ain't worried about that. I just know my players, and we gonna win that thing.
No,
we make the playoffs. We lose in the first round. It's all right. 10-7.
Yeah, I think you and the Commanders over here, you guys are in a race to the bottom to get one of those quarterbacks that we were talking about. Why
you talking? Y'all might need to try to get one.
That's hilarious. That's
hilarious.
Bro,
listen, a toe or something.
The Tin Man.
You know what I'm saying?
The Tin Man.
Yeah. I was just letting you guys talk because that's all it's going to be for you guys this year is just whatever kind of fucking theoretical conversation. We had him get hurt. We went to the playoffs last year.
Hey, so what's really going to happen? The Bucks going to end up going. They're going to make the playoffs 10-7, whatever the record's going to be. And then Big Baby going to come on. Oh, well, he going to make up some mess.
I'll come on and I'll be like, okay, you were right. I'm really surprised.
No. You're gonna make it seem like so basic when you was on here shitting on my team.
I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm really surprised that Baker Mayfield somehow brought this team to the playoffs. This shitwater team that has no business being here. Todd Bowles maybe needs a little bit of a raise.
I tell you what, that would be interesting.
Wow, it would be incredible as Jesse Lee Peterson
did that.
Yeah,
y'all hating on Baker, especially you Deuce. You know what I'm saying?
Hating on Baker.
I'm just telling you what it is. Like when they drafted him number 1 overall, I didn't think he was that good.
Why did the Cleveland Browns hate on Baker? Why did the Los Angeles Rams hate on Baker? Like, ask me this. You know what I mean? You're asking us why we're hating on Baker. This man hasn't been able to hold down a job.
I don't have to remember who it was, and I'm gonna bring it up. It was Baker Mayfield because we're sitting up there looking up stats. I was the stat person that day.
Probably some college shit. You're probably talking about some college stuff.
But he just said he thought he wasn't that good.
Let's not conflate it though.
He thought he wasn't that good.
Okay, Tim Tebow might be the greatest college quarterback of all time. Nobody's going to argue for him as like a great NFL quarterback.
I am. He's the GOAT.
Okay. All right. Well, you're delusional. So we've confirmed that. That's great. I love that. I love that we got to have that breakthrough today.
That's crazy. Brother. There's no way. I mean, Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback. He is a solid, just average guy, just game manager. Just that's what he is. You know what I'm
Baker
saying?
Coming out the ball this year. So
if you ask him to carry,
and he make good commercials. He make good commercials too.
He does make great commercials. He's still getting commercials.
Yeah,
he's
3-on-1. That's all right though.
Yeah, he was getting commercials. He wasn't on a team.
Yeah, I know.
I think that's a fair point. Big O and Deuce, both you guys look. I think he should maybe take less time being the Buccaneers quarterback and just do commercials more.
He's good for branding.
But for real though, he remind me of Sanchez. What was his name?
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, he do remind me of Mark Sanchez though.
Mark Sanchez is trash. He ran to his own teammate's ass and fumbled the ball. Like, give me a break.
I mean, that's what y'all saying Baker is, and honestly, that's what I think Baker is too. But I'm just saying.
Like they're all.
Hey, Mark Sanchez went to 2 AFC championships.
He did with incredible defenses. Let's hold up. Yes. Let's be clear. With incredible defenses, the Bucks, y'all are not right there right now. With it now, Todd Bowles, maybe this time around, because he's been a head coach before, it hasn't happened for him. But Rex Ryan at that point, I mean, they were on a roll. That's all I'm saying. He was implementing a great defensive strategy, getting them there. He also took advantage of a really weak division, which to your point could happen here. At that point, the Dolphins were shit, and also the Bills were shit at that time. So it was 2-man race in the division. Yeah.
So that was my butt.
And that's the point I give you. I for sure say you have a very weak division. I think New Orleans probably comes out of there, but I mean, if the Bucks make it, I mean, I'd be surprised. I would be surprised. I'd give him credit, but at the same time, it was in the shittiest division in all of football, probably. So
what Jameis Winston at? He's still with the Saints.
Hell
yeah,
is it?
Yeah, backing up car.
Okay, all right, nice.
And then
poor Jameis.
So who was the better of that draft? Mariota or Winston? I think both of them about to come off the bench.
Well,
Mariota plays for the Eagles. He plays for the Eagles. He ain't coming off.
So he definitely coming off the bench.
Yeah.
All right, so they both basically the same career almost.
Yeah.
They both suck.
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
It's kind of tough. Yeah, I mean, if you drafted them in the 3rd round, you feel fine about it. But you know,
if you drafted them first and second, you're kicking yourself in the head.
Yeah, no, you're fired actually right now. So I
yeah,
mean,
you don't have no job.
Yeah,
You don't have no job.
That's tough.
You just lost your dream job because you picked a guy who likes to fucking steal fucking crab legs.
But the thing is, you always have to look at who is the alternative. Sometimes that still ends up being the best player at that position.
Mariota was alternative.
No, but I mean, past that, did they have somebody that got drafted after that in that draft that actually worked out?
What draft?
Of course,
I can look it up before.
You know that probably is the case.
Let me see.
Yeah, it's kind of wild though that both of them turned out to be dog shit.
Yeah, that is wild. But I mean, hey. I mean, like I said, even dog shit's kind of tough because if you would have drafted them later and you're just expecting them to be a backup and contribute, you wouldn't be as bad.
Well, I tell you what, if Brady never went to Tampa, Jameson would still be in Tampa.
Interesting, yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
Who else was available in that year?
Nobody.
Yeah, there was no other quarterbacks taken in the 1st round. That's nuts. No? Wow. Yeah, it was a drought.
People motherfuckers were desperate.
Holy moly.
Wow. So
you got a different player, though.
All right, Garrett Grayson. That's the first quarterback I got.
What is that? Wow.
From Colorado State.
That is the shittiest fucking quarterback draft I've seen in my life.
Wow.
Sean Mannion.
That shit is fucking pathetic.
Bryce Petty. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty rough.
Oh, my God.
I mean, they were the best guys. It's fair to say they were the best guys.
We could have gotten Mark Cooper, Kevin White. Man, he went to Chicago. Never did, maybe.
Damn, Todd Gurley was in that draft, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. Could have just drafted him and had him run for
Melvin Gordon. He about ain't in the league.
Damn. Melvin Gordon. Yeah, he plays with what's his name now?
Yeah, but he keep getting traded.
Yeah, he just got picked up by somebody.
Vontae Park ain't did nothing.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Marcus Peters.
Eric, this draft was just shit.
This might be the top player right there.
Marcus Peters. Wow.
Might be the best player so far.
Nelson Aguilar, like it was just landmines everywhere. You really couldn't pick right. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, you might as well just traded this shit.
I would have traded out of the 1st round.
Shots fired! Yeah, and these guys are all real bad. Like Rashard Perriman, that's a bad story. Byron Jones, he had a nice first contract. He might be the best player. But
Philip Dorsett, that's Tony Dorsett's son.
Woo. Landon Collins, okay.
That was a nice one.
Donovan Smith was good.
Yeah.
I think he's still with the Bucs.
Mario Edwards.
Yeah.
All right.
How late did all those guys go? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is the beginning of the 2nd round. The 2nd round actually was better than the 1st round. Not even a question. Yeah, already it's been better. Eric Kendricks, better. Eric Rowe, better. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are starters. The guys in the 1st round literally are out the league.
That's what about it, bro.
Randy Gregory, Frank Clark. Frank Clark, man, he's a problem.
Yeah. Coleman.
Yeah, I mean, all right, you're getting deep into it now. You know. Still, I mean, 3rd round for real might be better than the 1st round. That's sickening. It's interesting to even think about it like that, to be honest.
4th round, that's about it, though.
Yeah, it's getting a little dry. Starting to look like the 1st round again.
I mean, what year was that?
2015.
Wow, that is a pathetic draft.
Yeah, worst draft of all time. Put it
it's probably the worst draft I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Well, you did say Amari Cooper towards the top. I forgot you said him. So he was nice.
I mean, he was probably the best player in the whole draft.
Yeah.
But man, so we're gonna wrap this thing up tonight, Cole.
Let's get
it.
All right.
We had a good one. Appreciate Big O joining us for the podcast. Also, man, check out Big Baby on Sit and Politic. That's his channel.
Podcast or Sit and Politic on YouTube. Sit and Politic podcast. Well, Sit and Politic pretty much everywhere.
What's the next division? We're doing the East.
We're gonna go to the, I don't know. Should we do the NFC or NFC division or what?
Yeah, do an NFC.
Do the NFC East. Cowboys and Commanders.
Cowboys, Skins, Eagles. I will say that division. No team has won that division twice
in a row
in the last 15 years or something crazy.
A long time. That's interesting. Yeah. I think last year didn't they have 3 teams make the playoffs or am I bugging on that? Almost. Okay. Almost.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The Giants fumbled the bag.
Gotcha.
So we'll check them out tomorrow and
nice.
Do this thing again. We're gonna do it every day till we get through all the divisions.
Nice. All right, pack it in. Go check them out. By the way, if you're on my stream, go check out Gates Open Media. I forgot I was actually live as well over there. Go check out Gates Open Media. Make sure you subscribe, show some love. Big O, they finding you anywhere?
No.
Okay. All right. Don't even look for him. Don't even look for him.
Don't even look for me.
Deuce Andretti, go find Deuce Andretti everywhere. You know what I mean? Talking to shit on Twitter X.
Oh yeah, he mean one on Twitter. He actually get the athletes to respond to him.
Oh really? On Twitter? Really?
Yeah, he's flagrant. Yeah, he's so flagrant they have to tell him to go fuck himself.
Hey, what about what's his name? Who has that junk Twitter account?
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, yeah.
He tweeted at me.
Did he really?
Yeah. Who did us up all this?
I was showing him on Twitter. I was showing him on Instagram. I was showing him everywhere I could. And he finally responded.
Throw him away. This man's a pest. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having me on the stream, Gates. It was awesome. It was great meeting you too, Big O. Man. It was really a good conversation for real.
It was good meeting all y'all.
Yes,
Until next time.
Hey,
are you looking to come back tomorrow or you want to wait these 5 weeks?
Ooh.
Oh no. Tomorrow I won't be because I gotta go to the city. I gotta go to New York. But the following day, Friday, probably.
All right, cool. So we'll check. I'll just send it to you every day, and if you can pop on. If you can't, you can't.
Sounds good.
All right, then. I definitely appreciate it.
Man, Big O, good rocking with you, bro.
All right, Gates. If you want those Tampa tickets, let me know, Gates.
Yes, sir. We're gonna talk about it.
All
right, man. Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right, folks. Y'all seen it there. Gates Open Media. We broke down today the AFC North. Bam. Tomorrow we're gonna do the NFC East, which includes the Cowboys, the Commanders, the Eagles, and the New York Giants. We're gonna break them down tomorrow, folks. So y'all be sure 10 p.m. Y'all check your boy out. Gates Open Media. We're over here trying to break down the football teams before football season actually starts. And then after that, we're going to go into our college teams. I think college probably already started, but that's all right. We're going to get on into some college as well. That'll probably be next Thursday or Friday. By the time we go through all this, today is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So next Wednesday or Thursday, we'll break down our favorite teams probably. And you know what I'm saying? Just go through it that way. And as football season comes, we always talking basketball over here, you know what I'm saying? But now it's time to turn our eye to football. So with that being said, folks, check your boy out, Gates Open Media on YouTube. I should have put that on the screen, but I didn't. But anyway, Gates Open Media on YouTube. Love you guys. But before we go, you got to check out my son's song right here. Go download it.
Yo, Aiden, what was that project we was talking about a while back? And we're like,
Oh, the piano joint?
Yeah, that's the one.
Aiden, are you dreaming again?
I'm on my own again. Never thought that I could feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and no one hits my phone. Hey, I like two friends, wanna get back, but I don't get the 2 cents. Wanna feel love, and it's kind of stupid. Send you my air, but I feel like I'm stupid. Why do I do this? I know that it's useless. From now on, I'm gonna be ruthless. Don't go back or I'm gonna who this. All of my ego that just got boosted. Storm all day. Nothing to do, so I need to raise 2020 guys for Halloween. Was safety comes from a good time. Sure, it's gonna crazy. I just smoked down on the phone. What's about doing it? This must be like my best thinking. I'm on my own again. Never thought that I would feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and nobody hits my phone. High, what you feeling? I will high, I will long enjoy the ride. I cannot see love is mine. But I want you to stay, and every single day I sit and I pray that I might see you when your mind might change. And at the time it is, and I just fade away like, I'm tired of it, I don't wanna be here. And honestly, even everything's so clear. Keep it going, Julio, just keep it going. Bless the music, let them hear it. All that worry disappear. I'm on my own again. Never thought that I would feel this low. I'm in that zone again. No text back and nobody hits my phone. My heart's cold again. Never knew that we would be old friends. I'll never love again. My mind's running, it's time to make it.
Hey man, y'all definitely go support go support my son Julius Julio project. Oh man, Julio Phase 1. Project Julio Phase 1. Man, I'm messing. He killing me with the name. But anyway, y'all go check that out, download it. He got 3 or 4 songs on there. He's featured on one. With that being said, we are out of here.